welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we are wrapping up the month of November in my reading journal, and I'm so, it feels so surreal to be wrapping this up now, knowing that there's only going to be one more video of 2022 wrapping up in this bullet journal. It just feels so, I can't get my mind around the fact that I'm hurriedly trying to film and prepare myself for several different reading journals and everyday journal for 2023 already. As usual, we are starting with filling in the favourite read of the month. Now, I had a really tough time deciding which book was going to be that, as I read 6 5-star reads, and I think it came down more to sort of a sentimental value. I have spent since July reading the Throne of Glass series with some friends on Instagram. One of my closest friends and I held a read-along all of this time, and to finally get to this end was very emotional, especially with how things went. But I did definitely have some amazing reads alongside that. There was one YA romance that I read as an ARC that I absolutely loved, and I've gone and brought a physical copy of it. It is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. It was so good. I loved every moment of it. And then I also read the Bridge Kingdom series by 𝓤𝓼𝓮𝓮, the first 3 books that you can get at the moment, and I gave all of them 5 stars. I also really enjoyed picking up a series that I've been holding off on because it's not complete yet and I don't have a date for the final book, and that is the Origin series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. You might have seen the, what is it called? The Darkest Star on my TBR a few times this year, and I finally read it, and I consumed it actually, and then went to the library and grabbed the ebook of the second book because I didn't want to wait. And I've actually also brought the third book because I couldn't get a copy of it from the library. But I've managed to hold out on reading that one. I am going to go buy the physical copies as well, since I've got the first book as a physical copy. But for now, ebooks are fine. I've been flying through the ebooks this month. And so, yeah, I gave the second book in that series a 5-star, and the first one 4.5. I really enjoy just the comfort reading aspect of Jennifer L. Armentrout. Aside from the issues I had with the third book in the Blood and Ash series, I generally just like her writing. It just feels like a bit of a home, since I read a lot of it at the start of my reading journey. So I read a total of 15 books this month, and I'm not unhappy with that, considering that Kingdom of Ash was almost 1,000 pages long. So my total pages read for the month was 6,259, which is slightly below last month, but I think I read 15 or maybe 16 books last month as well, but there were quite a few where there were more pages in the books. A lot of the books that I read this month weren't nearly as long, and I did have a really hard time in the first half of the month trying to find enough time to read and enough brain space, because things have been a little bit hectic around here. But I'm really glad that I spent some time with my good friend and another friend on Instagram, and we buddy read The Bridge Kingdom together. We consumed it back to back. It was really great fun reading that with her, and we're going to continue on with Danielle's catalogue in the new year. There were also some books that I didn't enjoy this month. Zombies vs. Unicorns is the least favourite of the month. I gave it 3 stars only because I finished I completed an entire Cassandra Clare story. I don't really like that author very much, but I enjoyed her story, and it was actually the best one in the anthology. I wouldn't recommend it. I only read it so I could finish my A to Z challenge. Because I have been talking about the books, I didn't realise that I'm running out of time to talk about stats. As you can see, they're on the screen and also on the page, but let me run through as fast as I can. I said already how many pages I've read. The average was 4.2, that's the highest of the year. I had 4 buddy reads, no readathons, 5 ARCs. I didn't DNF another book, so that's 2 months in a row. I finished on 197 books read. As you can see right now, there's only 3 there to go to get to that goal that I have. The star ratings were 6 5-stars, 2 4.5 stars, 2 4 stars, 2 3.5 stars, and 3 3 stars. I read mostly ebooks this month. I read 10 of them. I didn't read an audiobook, and I had 5 physical. There were 13 novels, 1 short stories or anthology, 1 graphic novel. My genres were 2 romance, 11 fantasy, 2 sci-fi, and the audience I read from was mostly young adults, and I'm not regretting that. It was quite fun this month. As you can see, we're already way past where the stats were, and I am filling in the pixel of the days read. I did have 3 days off of reading this month, and that definitely set me back a little bit, but I wasn't really focusing on how much I read at the time. Like I said, I was so hectic, so I'm really impressed with what I got done all the same. As you can see, the bookshelf next to the days read, is starting to get filled up. I cannot believe I'm on my final bookshelf. On the series tracker, I had to add in a circle or 2 for Book of Night, since that was the last series that I picked up in November that didn't have a marker down already. And just filling in those stats really quick on this page here. I actually realised that I'd brought more books, and yes, I tracked it this month. And you'll get to see that at the end, flip through, where I added on the extra books that I forgot. I brought a few ebooks this month. I'm looking through the own TBR, but we know that we're not really filling that in anymore. As you can see, there are a few more changes to the 22 books in 2022. I decided that I didn't want to read some books by the authors I had down, but I still wanted to honour those authors, so I chose other books by them, and I have finished one of them already. And thank you so much for spending some time with me today. We're now at the final flip through of November, and we're going to be moving right on into December. I'm so excited for this final month. Very ambitious month for me. I'm not sure how well I will do with my reading, but I will let you know when it comes to that time of wrapping up for December. Thank you again, and have a good day or night where you are. Bye everyone.